Now, I'm pretty sure it's almost guaranteed that PopularMMOS was one of your childhood YouTubers that you watched. Personally, for me, it was not. I watched DanTDM. PopularMMOS wasn't really my thing, but a lot of my close friends did watch PopularMMOS, so I do know a lot about the channel and watched a good bit of their content, but it wasn't my go-to or just someone I was subscribed to. Anyways, as you know, the channel was ran by two people who were in a relationship, Pat and I forgot the girl's name. Let's just say things didn't end up working that way. She ended up breaking up with him and going and getting married. I think she broke up with him because he did not want kids, which, I mean, perfectly reasonable way or reason to break up with somebody. You know, personally, if I was with a girl and she told me she didn't want kids, boom, relationship's over right there, because I date to marry, and I'm not going to marry someone that doesn't want to have a family with me, because, you know, one of my goals in life is to be a father one day. Well, Matt has been going down a very dark path as of these past 2 years, you know, multiple arrests, one of them being a domestic violence case, which did get dropped. I don't know much about that. I'm not too educated on the domestic violence thing. I've known of his major, and I mean major downfall. I mean, it seems like he has no money right now, which is insane because dude was making so much money. Also, please excuse me, I have a sunburn on my back and it is shedding. I'm shedding like a damn lizard right now. Lizard? No, lizards don't shed. Snake. There we go. Do lizards shed? See, now I just sound like it. Let me get back into the topic. Well, a lot of Matt's downfall, or all of it, sorry, has continued, and recently body cam footage was just released of him getting arrested, and I'm going to give my quick opinion on this. You know, you see a lot of people on the internet, you know, poking fun and making jokes about it, which, I mean, that's normal for the internet. I'm not dissing on it, you know, I'm not going to be soft or a little snowflake, as you would say it, about this whole situation, because like I said earlier, I don't have any personal connections with this YouTuber. I didn't watch him growing up. All I said is that a lot of my friends did, so I'm very fond of him. Fond, I know of him. Listen, I barely made it out of high school. All right, give me a break. I just want to say one thing. Like, the first thing I say of getting into this whole conversation was that I feel like the cops handled this very poorly. Not in the poor way of they were overly aggressive with him, like, you know, poor cops are in most cases. No, these cops did their job the way it should have. But the way they personally handled this was pathetic, and it was a joke on the justice system. He was arrested for withholding weed, or that's what his charge was having under 10 grams of weed, and in Florida, guess that's illegal. I mean, he got arrested for it. I don't know about Florida and their laws, but I know down in South Carolina, you cannot have, like, any weed at all. Not allowed. Now, you may be asking, yo, Confused, how was he poorly treated? And I will tell you straight up, they were basically just bullying him. I know that's a cringe way of saying it, but they were quite literally bullying him. You know, walk around like, oh, that's YouTube boy. That's Minecraft boy right there. Look, we got YouTube boy. Like, they were saying stuff like that. Like a high school basic, you know, bully, you know, like the ones that are portrayed in movies and shows, just your basic high school bully, and it is pathetic. You know, I get being like, yo guys, look who this is, PopularMMOS. That's fine, whatever. You know, you're shocked that you're seeing a celebrity or who once was a celebrity. But the fact that you're sitting here and picking at him for all of this stuff and making fun of him is absolutely pathetic. Now, I'm not saying they should get punished for this. What they did was not acting out of their rights. They still did their job very properly. So I can't diss on the cops for doing their actual job, but I can diss on them as human beings, which is what I do a lot on this channel, is dissing people for being shitty human beings. And these cops are, all of them, really, just shitty human beings. I mean, bullying a guy that is obviously at a low point in his life. Even if you don't know about him, you can tell that this dude's been through some shit, and he is currently going through things, and you want to sit there and kick him instead of pick him up. Isn't your job to help the citizens of your state and the country? Isn't your job to protect and help the people? Yet what you want to do is sit there and kick them while they're down. I get punishing him for, you know, holding weed, whatever. Personally, I don't think weed's too bad. I think it should just be legal. I don't think it's a terrible thing. If honestly, if we make legal, if we make weed legal and just sell it over the counters, it will be a lot more safe. I'm not going to get into my ideologies of weed and how I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Let me just get past that. He was doing something illegal. It was not a bad crime that he committed, but he did commit a crime, so he should be punished. That's how it should go. They did their job. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but they properly did their job. I don't want to convey that I'm just hating on these police for, like, being police. I'm hating them as a human. You know, I'm separating the job from the person. They did their job very well, but as people, absolute dickheads and losers. And like I said, I understand that the internet's going to make jokes. You know, maybe that's a lot of people's way of coping with this. a lot of people are just gonna make jokes. And that's fine, you know? Personally, I'm not gonna do that because clearly this is a man who is at a low point. And if you know of this man, you know all the shit he's been through. Yes, he did something bad in the past. He had a domestic violence case. I don't know much about it. I I guess he was innocent. I don't know. Yes, he had it. Okay. Bad. Not no, big no, not good. But this man is at a very low point in his life. He is addicted to drugs and alcohol. He has problems and he needs help. You cannot help somebody by kicking them lower and lower. Each time they fall down and you just kind of throw dirt on them, that's not helping them get back up. That's just making them slip more and more. It's like putting marbles under their feet while they're trying to walk. That's not the way to do it. You need to actually help somebody. We need to get this man the help that he needs because very obviously he needs this help. Why are I'm talking about the cops now. Why are we making fun of him? And also, I just want to say, they're acting like YouTube is just mind-blown job. Like it's the early 2010s again. Like YouTube's just this unheard of job. Newsflash, everybody wants to do YouTube now. I mean, myself included. Look at me. I'm sitting here in front of a camera making videos. I'm actively getting stuff to make my content better. Yes, it's a job. And matter of fact, it is now a normal job. I don't know the statistics on how many people have channels that actively post and try and make money out this, or how many channels are monetized, but I can tell you it's a bitch load. It's a lot. Let me calm down. I realized I was getting a bit overly aggressive there. I'm just confused on how these cops just don't think YouTube, like they're just baffled, like, oh, he did YouTube? What the fuck? That's not a job. What do these cops just think? Like, I want to know what's going through their brains. Now, yes, I watched the body cam footage. No, I'm not going to put in the video because last time I did a video talking about body cam footage, it was stealing content. So yeah, one person ruined it for you all. Boohoo, cry about it. I'm joking. Personally, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I didn't feel like putting it in. I just felt like talking. So he did try and run from the cops. Not smart. If you go and watch the video, it should be linked in the description. I don't know if it is. If you go and watch the video, he does try and run from the cops. Very dumb move on his behalf because brother can hardly even stand up. So trying to run is just not good. And not shooting shots, he does not seem in the best shape, so he really stood no chance in the first place. Usually I would just spill the whole detail of everything and just break down the whole situation on how it happened, but like I said, the video to the body cam footage and everything, breaking down all the body cam footage, will be in the description of this video, so go ahead and watch if you're interested. Like I said, changing up style content, instead of breaking down everything, I'm really just going to talk about it. And quick announcement before the video ends. I want to announce that, yes, memberships are open. They've been open for a while. I just didn't know because I didn't see them. But yes, there are memberships. You can join the Discord. Yeah, so when you get the membership, it's $1, which I know isn't cheap, but it's the cheapest option I could give that I saw. You get to join the Discord, talk, play video games with anyone else that joins there. It's a really private server. You only get in if you pay for the membership. I know it's not crazy. You're probably not going to do it. I'm a smaller YouTuber. I get it. I understand. I'm not saying you have to. But one of the perks I think would be honestly cool as a viewer, and I tried to make it the best, like something I would enjoy as a viewer. You can send videos in, and I will then react and talk about those videos. So I think it's just something kind of cool. I want to do something different on this channel and also, make more of a profit than I already am, which I've already said I'm not in it for the money, but the money is a big factor. And I also want to touch on missing 2 videos last week. So this will be posted on Monday at 12 p.m. It should be. YouTube basically changed their algorithm from what I heard from a lot of people. YouTube really fucked up their algorithm. So my videos just weren't getting promoted to the right people. And I didn't know that at first. And I don't know, I felt like shit because, my videos went from getting 1,000 views to like literally 20, which is a insane fall off. And I thought I was the problem, which honestly, half of it probably is still a me problem. So I took a step back and these dogs. I literally sat here and it's silent for 5 minutes and they didn't bark. And then now they want to start barking right as I talk again. Shut up. Oh, I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say. Well, let me go back and see what I was going to say. So basically, yeah, I thought I was a problem. Bit of the problem probably most likely was me, but YouTube also really changed their algorithm. So I went back, kind of looked at some things that were popular in the searches and just looked at my videos that were popping off. And to be frank, it was a lot of the rage bait stuff or just talking about very popular things going on. So we're going back to it. Yes, I do this for the fun, but also there's no fun if my videos are getting 10 views when they used to get 1,000. 10 views was cool back when I was averaging 2 views a video. Now that I was around averaging about 850, 20 views, absolute dog shit. So I broke the streak, took a step back, and reevaluated everything. And like I said in the post that I had posted on this channel, I had been focusing quantity over quality. I was just trying to pump out 5 videos every week, and I noticed that the videos were just honestly just dog shit. I mean, look at it. Some of them were 3 to 4 minutes long. Now, yes, it's cool that I can be like, yeah, I posted 5 videos for a week for every for 5 to 6 months, bro. Look at me, yeah. But that's not enjoyable for you, the viewer, and this channel is nothing without the viewer. And also for me, I never really felt the best when I'd post a 3 minute video, but I was like, well, can't go back now. Gotta post the video, and I gotta post. I gotta post. 5 videos a week. I have to do it. I can't miss it. It's my whole thing. Like, it's my saying. I don't miss. I don't even want to look at that in editing. But enough Rambo, Jambo, Mambo, Dambo. Boom, quick rhymes. I need to end this video. I'm getting more and more cringe as time goes by. Anyways, if you were a new viewer, please check out my other content, prefer the ones from 2 weeks ago, the ones around the Duolingo video time frame. Those are my better videos. And if you feel like I'm worthy for a subscribe, please do it. Supporting this channel is a great thing. An amazing way to do that is by subscribing to the channel and liking the video, and even sharing it to other people, like your friends. I wouldn't say your family. I would not recommend myself to any family member, but maybe your friends. But like, yo, look at this guy. Either hey, look at this shitty ass opinion he took, or yo, look at this. It's a cool video. Go check it out. Anything. I will take any view I can get. I really do appreciate it. And for my recurring viewers, you guys are the best in the world, constantly showing support every single day. Trust me, I notice it. It means a lot, and I very much appreciate it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have an amazing day. God bless, and goodbye.